What's up guys, it's Ed from TechSource, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the ASUS G752 gaming laptop from iBuyPower. Now for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be referring to the laptop as the G7. With a GTX 1070 desktop graphics card coupled with an Intel i7 CPU, the G7 looks to be a promising desktop replacement. But will its performance match its specs and a hefty price tag of $2,500? Let's start off with the design, and in a way it accentuates the performance to be found inside, and no matter which angle you're looking at the G7 from, you won't find any bland designing. With its aluminum top, copper themed polycarbonate accents, and red exhaust, this thing's going to stand out. And stand out it does with its massive footprint. You're definitely going to need a large desk to use this one. Around the device we get individual audio jacks, a Thunderbolt 3, DisplayPort, 4 USB 3s, an Ethernet port, and of course an SD card slot. The screen hinge is well constructed and there's very little flex in the display itself. However, I do wish that ASUS repositioned the speakers. When you're opening up the laptop, the display gets in the way and muffles the audio a bit. And they're not the best sounding speakers either. The sound is pretty dull and you'll have a much better experience with some headphones on. Here's a quick sample. Both the keyboard and trackpad are decent, travel on the keys are good, and you also get macro keys that you can program. The backlighting is red, which I'm fine with, but I do wish at this price they would have implemented RGB lighting. The trackpad has smooth tracking, it is very responsive with quality buttons, so no complaints here. The display has a resolution of 1080p and a refresh rate of 75Hz, but honestly that's a bit of a letdown considering just how much power is inside here. I would have loved to see a Quad HD display. I mean, after all, there is a GTX 1070 in here, and that is plenty of power to push those pixels. Besides that, it does have accurate colors and great contrast and viewing angles. It also has a matte coating, so glare is not a problem. Alright, so with all that spec talk out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the gaming benchmarks. They weren't lying when they said desktop grade performance out of these new Pascal GPUs, and this translated into editing as well. In fact, this whole video was edited in Premiere on the G7 and I had no hiccups of any kind. It's definitely earned its place in my travel bag for conventions like CES, as I don't have to lug around a desktop to get the work done. In fact, I'll be taking this to CES 2017 to get some editing done. Removing the screw and pulling the tab on the back gets you through to the internals. Through here you get access to the RAM, M.2 connectors, as well as the hard drive. As you can see, I have room here to upgrade both my M.2 storage and RAM in the near future if I want to. At full load, the fans do get loud and make the already subpar speakers sound worse, so obviously you're gonna need some headphones with this. Then again, I don't know anybody, including myself, that don't use headphones with laptops anyways. The good news is, thanks to its cooling technology, the computer doesn't get throttled at all, giving a smooth gaming experience even after hours of play. But the bad news is, even with light tasks, you're gonna only get about 3 hours of use, and this is with Pascal's improved battery efficiency. It is a gaming laptop after all, and believe me, these are not known for excellent battery performance. So to sum things up, I definitely wouldn't classify this as a mobile solution, as carrying it around proved to be a burden, but a desktop replacement seems to be more fitting. If you're planning on picking this up, I would recommend a solid gaming mouse as well as some headphones to get the best experience possible. I'll drop a link to this gaming laptop down below in case you guys are interested. I want to give a huge thanks to iBuyPower for sending this out for review, and I'll